Hello students, today we are going to learn chapter number 12, the muscular system and digestive system in human beings. So children, what is meant by organ system? The group of organs performing similar functions together in a body is called an organ system. Let us learn muscular system. Students, let us do one activity. Close your fist tightly and bend your arm at the elbow. Now, feel the upper part of this arm with the fingers of your other hand. What did you experience? Students, did you feel the hardness in the upper arm? Yes, this fleshy part consists of muscle. Muscles contract and relax as different parts of our body move. Muscles give our body a specific shape and posture. Muscles are bundles of fibers that can contract and relax as required. Muscles are firmly attached to bones by means of tendons. When muscles contract, there is movement at the joint and the bone move either nearer to or away from each other. Students, the action of muscles is necessary for all kinds of movements, from the small movements of eyelids to those that demand great strength, as when chopping wood with an axe. We use muscles for various movements like talking, laughing, walking, jumping, throwing, etc. Students, do you know there are more than 600 muscles in the human body? Muscles contribute almost 40% of the weight of a healthy adult human body. There are about 30 muscles in the human face. Our eyes, mouth, and nose are encircled by small muscles. Expressions like happiness, sadness, fear are expressed by the movements of these muscles of the face. Students, let us learn voluntary muscles and involuntary muscles. Voluntary muscles, working with our hands, walking, eating, etc. are functions that depend upon our will. Muscles used in these actions are called voluntary muscles. For example, muscles in our arms and legs are voluntary muscles. Let us learn involuntary muscles. Various processes like breathing, blood circulation, digestion are vital functions. That is, they are essential for life. They do not depend upon our will. The muscles of organs which carry out these involuntary functions are called involuntary muscles. Functions of organs like the stomach, intestine, heart are carried out in their own fixed manner by involuntary muscles. Let us learn types of muscles. Skeleton muscles. The two ends of each of these muscles are attached to two different bones. Example of such muscles are muscles of the arms and legs. Their movements are voluntary. They are also responsible for holding the bones of the skeleton together and giving shape to our body. Let us learn heart or cardiac muscles. These muscles bring about the contraction and relaxation of the heart. Their movement is involuntary. Cardiac muscles cause our heart to relax and contract continuously at a rate of about 70 times per minute. Smooth muscles. These muscles are present in the internal organs other than the heart. For example, muscles of the stomach, intestine, blood vessels, uterus, etc. Their movements are involuntary and slow. Various vital functions of our body, of which we remain quite unaware, are carried out by these special muscles. Students, muscles in our body always work in groups. When some muscles contract, other muscles of the same group relax. This is how muscles help in the proper performance of the various functions of our body. The muscles on the front of the bone in our upper arm is called the biceps, and muscles at the back is called the triceps. Students, always remember, muscles of our body must be strong and efficient. Our diet must include proteins and carbohydrates in sufficient quantity for the proper growth and repair of muscles. We must get regular exercise. It makes the muscles strong. We must sit with a straight back and not with the back hunched or bent. Otherwise, gradually changes occur in the structure of the vertebrae. Muscles in the shoulder and back begin to hurt. Disorders of the vertebral column may also arise. Students, during exercise, movements of the heart muscles become more rapid. Breathing too becomes faster, ensuring a sufficient supply of oxygen and nutrients to various parts of the body. Students, do you know the study of muscles is called myology? Contraction is the basic property of muscles. The largest muscles of our body is in the thigh. The smallest muscle is attached to a bone in the ear called stapes. Thank you.